if you look at all the projects you've initiated, everything has a common theme, that is to make the place of your origin better. Be it the Student Police Cadet Projects, be it our responsibility to children, Shadow Police, the Punyam Pungavanam project, all these projects. And someone who wants to look at what all you have done naturally comes to articles and interviews given by you, which lead them to your childhood. So your the way of watching the world, the way of watching how India is doing and how India is behaving and how the children are behaving, does it come from the facts you have observed during your childhood? Because your childhood has been very in a very lowly manner. Like you discontinued your studies in the school level, and then you worked as a child laborer, and then you took up studies, and from then on you have never looked back, and you've initiated so many projects for the betterment of the society. So how do you want yourself to look back at your life?
You know that I consider compared to my fellow police officers or my batchmates in colleges and school, I was more lucky in a sense. I was better educated. I was better educated in the sense that they were not that much fortunate to get that much educated. They might have got more education at school and college, but I got more education outside my schools and colleges. I was found that even I might have started working to earn something, you know, not just as a part of my family or doing some family job, assisting my parents and all. I was assisting my father at the age of 5 or 6 when he go for any employment, any job in agriculture, manual labor and all. We are also part of that one to earn something. So you know that day onwards, I was watching also the life, the problems of the society. I was, in a way we can say that I was born in a society of a parents who are facing a lot of problems and difficulties. There are many ways to look at problem. You know, either you can be entangled by problem, or you can be surrounded and conquered by problem, and live in problem, die in problem, take birth, live and die in problem. What I found that is, you know, that instead of looking at, and most often we will spend time on blaming others for our misfortune. I thought that there is an alternative to that one. That alternative is you can't solve all the problem, or you need not ignore all the problem also, but you can transcend your problem. I was experimenting on how to transcend problems. To transcend problem, I think that to have higher goals in life, to have higher and noble goals in life. So when I was a child, my problem was my father was not financially well off, my parents were not educationally, not very well educated. But I also I completely dropped out of school. I completely discontinued my school education. I joined a construction firm as a laborer. Then after 1 or 2 years, 2 years realized that I must study. Then I studied. I took great lesson. It was self-study. I used to go for work in the daytime. By around 6:30, 7 to 8 o'clock, I will reach. Sometimes I used to for a night class, night tuition centers. Then I reach home by around 10 o'clock. Then I study. I used to study till morning sometimes. Then next day morning I used to again go for this job. Not a blue collar, white collar job. It is purely manual. Means often we have to carry 40 or 50 kg of weight over our head and climb up to 8 floor or 9 floors to unload these things and all. Construction materials basically. But you know that this all, you know, instead of making my life more difficult, it was educating me better. I understood that I must study well. I must study well. So I started studying. As I cleared SSLC exam my own, then I studied for this plus 2 also. That time it was pre-degree. I also studied. Then meanwhile, I never ever entirely spent for studies. I used to work. So I think that which one gave more education? I'm still confused. I am strongly believe in that I was better trained by my life experience than this any other training. So then later words I joined a prominent college for my graduation, then to post graduation. Meanwhile, I qualified this UGC JRF, which was another major ice break in my life. So I got fellowship. I was doing research in economics. That also I was doing research in economic and rural labor, the survival mechanism of rural labor households. So this type of experience. Once I entered into IPS also, I know that how the common man lives, and I used to, even now I consider, I belong to that category of Indians, of majority. I think that around 80% plus Indians belong to my category, at least P Vijayan belong before 15 years back. If I was not an extraordinary student, and I was not born with a silver spoon or gold spoons and all, not with very good facilities, but I could survive, I could transcend my life. I think that this can be done by every Indian. If at least the present day children, they can definitely transcend their problem, because I consider that, you know, when I study, if I had to get a book, I had to travel a lot, because no library in and around my place, not even electricity, and no television, and no such facilities at all. Now, if you have internet cafes, if you spend 10 rupees, you will get enough information. A lot of facilities has improved. The present day children are better off. Open source resources are much more than previous years. If we want, and moreover, the present day society, you know that the society had a lot of transformation take place. In the previous years, when we go through the history, those who have land, they matters and matter. Then you know, those who have capital, money, the money matters in society. Now the educated person, capable person matters. If you can build up capability in your life, you will be a person important in society. Many examples we have, many successful persons we have, and so any person can reach to any level through his own effort. That has been proved. So I think that these whole projects focuses on that is to some extent my life learning also has motivated me to initiate such projects. I think that if every Indian, the so-called deprived people, if they awake, India will be awakened. Other people can assist, but nobody can live for others. We have to do our part of work, and then we let us look for others for help. I think that even that help will come. We'll get it. I can't say that where from. Many helping hands has come to me. Definitely, I'm sure that if any person who has that intense desire and willingness to work, definitely will come up.
Okay. The present day children are actually looking forward to and learning from what you have said and what you have done, and taking inspiration from what all you have done. So let's hope the wave continues and it takes to the national level and maybe outside India also. Wishing you all the best, sir.
Thank you, sir.